Biology 107 at Vincennes University. My name's Andrew Corliss, and I'll be your instructor this semester. So you're going to go to VUX and then go to Blackboard. And then go to Courses. And then find the current semester. And this is the picture for our course, and you're going to start on Start Here. So first thing you will see is the syllabus. And if you want to print it, you can print it. You don't need to print it. You might want to print at least the course calendar. So there's my information, my email, my phone number, my office. Office hours are kind of as necessary, so send me an email and we can set up a Zoom meeting if you need to. We don't need to go over most of this stuff. The book, this is actually part of the first day book program, so the book is included in Blackboard. You'll also need a computer that can run Proctorio for our exams. We don't need to go over all this. So artificial intelligence. So in this course, the use of AI content generation tools such as ChatGPT can only be used under specific circumstances as directed by the instructor. It is a violation of university policy to misrepresent work submitted to the instructor as one's own that does not acknowledge the use of generative AI tools. Please reach out to the instructor with any questions you have about the use of generative AI tools before submitting any content that has been substantially informed by these tools. And so when we get to the critical thinking assignment, you can use AI to help you with your brainstorming, but you're going to need to write it on your own. Alright, let's go through some of these other course policies. So first off, due dates are not suggestions. Late work is going to get a 5% penalty for every day it's late, and no work can be accepted after the last class day. Online coursework requires much time and self-discipline. Biology 107 is a semester-based course, and the schedule gives dates that chapter activities and assignments are to be completed. It's important that you submit the work when assigned to prepare for tests given within a certain time frame. If you fail to complete activities or tests when assigned, you will receive zeros. The best students work ahead. Falling behind is not a good way to succeed. If you don't log in for 2 weeks, you'll be dropped for non-attendance. Please be respectful, use proper online etiquette. Here's how you get your A. So 500 points from tests, 150 from the final exam, 100 points from critical thinking activities, and 320 for assignments. So I set up the criteria for this class, but I don't give you a grade, you earn a grade. If you're not doing as well as you would like in this class, please talk to me, email me. I'll give you some ideas how you can improve your study skills. I believe that every one of you is capable of being successful in this class if you're willing to put in the time and effort. So the tests are going to be all multiple choice. There's 5, and then the final exam is 150 points. Each week you'll have a study guide that you turn in. Those are worth 20 points each. And if you're taking this course in the summer, it's going to be less than a week. The critical thinking assignment includes the what type of question on my quiz, a pandemic flu assignment, tug sheets that help you organize thoughts, and you're going to answer questions about an ethical dilemma. There's a separate video about that I'll show you. There's no extra credit in this class. This is how you earn your A. Circle In, we really want you to use Circle In. Download the app. It has good tools to help you study. It's supposed to be like social media, but designed to study. So you can make flashcards, put notes on there, use it to study. And every time you do something on there, you get points, and those points can be turned in for gift cards. They offer scholarships, so definitely encourage the use of Circle In. Then the last part is the course calendar. So that's the syllabus. Then V, first aid book. This is where your book is. If you haven't used this before, you'll have to set up an account. But I'm just going to hit read now because I've already set it up. And there's your book. If you prefer a print copy of the book, you can probably get a used one online very cheap. But the ebook is nice and easy to carry. Okay, so what you're going to do each week, let's go back to here. Next thing you'll see is the course content. So that's just to help you if you need to scan something. Let's start with the week 1 folder. So you have a week 1 study guide, and every week is going to be set up the same. Here's your study guide, and it will show up here. I would recommend downloading it. And that way I have it and I can just type in the answers. The study guides come from your book, so you could read through the book and fill it out that way, but there are other things to help you as well. So this is where once it's completed, you'll submit it right here, and you can see the due date is May 23rd. There is a video that covers Chapter 1. Hello and welcome to the Chapter 1 video. And we're not going to watch the whole thing right now, but it's going to go through your study guide step by step and tell you the answers, what you should fill in. There is also the PowerPoint that I use in that video that also should have everything that goes on your study guide. This has a few things about some study tips, some resources to help you, some things about learning. It's the one who does the work who does the learning. Remember that. And just, exercise and eat healthy and get enough sleep. That's going to be very important for your success. And then the rest is going through that study guide. So let's close that. Another thing for week 1, you have this weekly schedule assignment. So one of the hardest things for online students is time management. So here's a template that you can use, and so you're going to put your weekly schedule, put all your classes. Now if they're online classes, they don't have an assigned time to meet, but you still need to block out time for them. Since this class together with the lab is 4 credits, you should be spending 2 to 3 hours outside of class. So that's and since we don't even meet for a class, it's more like 3 to 4 hours. So that's 12 to 16 hours a week you should have for this course. So if you'll block out 16 hours for this course, you are much more likely to be successful. Now I realize that may not be feasible for some of you. Here is an example of one I did. So you can see I put everything. I wake up at 5 and read the Bible, and then I exercise. And I admit I don't follow this exactly every day, but I try to. And then I've got my different classes and prep time and grading time. I've got a baseball game here. I've got a date on Friday night. And I schedule probably more time than I need. And that way if I finish early, I've got time to do something fun that I want to do, like read a good book or something. So I promise you, if you will schedule the time for this class first, you will have time for all the other things you think you need to do. So the other one that's here is, if you prefer, you can print this out and write it in if you don't want to make it on Excel. And then you're going to submit it right here where it says submit your weekly schedule here. submit it. And that's what you need to do for week 1. Then week 2 is going to be very similar. Again, there's a study guide, that's where you submit it. There's a video, a PowerPoint. Most weeks are going to have 2 chapters on them, like this one. Critical and ethical thinking will be in a different video. Other things on Blackboard, here's your calendar. So you look at the month, it will show you, so here's your week 1 study guides due and your weekly schedule. Here's your week 2 study guide is due. Since this is looking at a summer class, the weeks aren't quite weeks, but you'll figure it out. Here I will put announcements, there's none yet. Discussions, there's going to be a discussion board, a get to know your classmates discussion board, and others for the different exams. Here's the grade book, and right now it just has some assignments because I haven't done anything yet. Messages, if you want to send a message to me or someone in your class, this is the way to do it. And we're really not going to use groups for this class. So there's me, and if you want to email me or send me a message, just click on that button and it will send me a message. And I hope that's a helpful introduction to this class.